This is a 2022 plus Toyota Tundra OEM bed cover, featuring a sleek trifold design which allows for full access to the bed when needed. Use it to deter theft of your gear and other valuables, as well as protect them from inclement weather.
Now this bed cover is coming in at $1399.99, which is making this one of the more expensive bed covers on the 2022 Tundras on the market. And as always, we are going to talk about our pros and cons. On this one, we will start with the cons first. And that at the top of the list is going to be the price. With this being at $1399 shipped, like I said, it is at the top of the price range. However, with the quality, it is definitely worth it. With that being said, let's talk about some of the pros. The first thing with this bed cover, we're going to start at the rear. As you guys may know, with most bed covers, whether they're soft or hard, generally once your tailgate is open, and if you want to shut the bed, for most other bed covers, you will need to raise this piece up. Now with this one, you are able to shut your tailgate with the bed cover deployed, which is really nice. It's really convenient, and it's one less step, for you guys to take to, close this guy out. Next up, once this guy is open, to deploy the bed cover and to roll it up, it does use a cable latch system, which is available from both sides. We just pull it, roll it up. Once you are at this position, you are able to use the latch system to latch this guy down. If you do want to take it one step further, we do have the bumpers on here to where we are able to roll this guy up, giving us full access to the bed. It's, I would say maybe not 100%, but it's giving us about 90% of access to the bed, which is really nice. And it's usually one of the big gripes with trifolds is that you do lose, usually a third of the bed. Now with this one, it does give us full access to it, which is awesome. And then once it is in this position, you are able to use these little dampers. And just slide this guy up like so. And do this on both sides. This way you are able to cruise down the road with this deployed. And then when you are ready to pull it down, put this guy back. And there we have it. And as you guys can see, this does have a really nice flush fit, fitment, so it's super low profile. It looks great, super sleek. As you guys know, once the truck is locked, you are not able to open up the tailgates, so this is very secure. This being a Toyota OEM piece, you will completely retain the full use of your deck rail system on both sides and the front. We will be pulling the deck rails off to install this. However, the deck rails will go back onto the brackets of this, and they'll be about an inch lower than they were before, but we will have full access to them. For the installation, give yourself about 30 to 45 minutes to get this installed. Now, there will not be any install instructions in the box. However, if you go to the product page, you'll be able to download them there to follow the install there. With that being said, let's get into the installation.
Before we get started with the install, ensure that all parts are included while referencing the installation instructions. First, remove both the driver and passenger side accessory rails by removing the 5 T30 bolts and single tree pin. Keep both rails and bolts for later installation. You can discard the tree pin if you choose, or reinstall it to plug the hole. Up next, we will install the filler foam blocks. After you clean the area, remove the adhesive protector, then install the small foam block with the adhesive end up, as far as possible and against the bulkhead. Do this for both sides. Now we will prepare the side rails for installation. Keep in mind that the rails will be marked as left or right. We will start by sliding the 5 S-clamps into the rail. These will only go in one way. Then go ahead and use the OE Torx fasteners to attach the bed cover rail to the bed sides using the cargo holes in the truck bed. Before tightening bolts, adjust the rail to ensure it is pushed up all the way, up against the headrail and clears the tailgate. And the rubber gasket on top of the rail is laid flat and not folded. Then torque the fasteners down to 6.5 foot-pounds. Next, reinstall the OEM deck rail accessory rails. Mount the accessory rails to the S-clamps utilizing the lower holes in the clamps with the provided Torx screws. Ensure that the rail is correctly oriented such that the diamond in the rail is towards the rear, and that the rails are pushed up against the bulkhead, and torque the screws down to 6.5 foot-pounds. While still in the folded position, place the tonneau cover onto the rails which we just installed, and push the cover towards the front of the bed near the cab. Next, we will remove the shipping foam pads and tape, and then we will install the buckles into the pre-drilled holes on the front panel. Install the buckles with the clip side facing the bed of the truck, and the threaded posts go up from the bottom of the cover with the screws going down from the top. With both buckles installed, next we'll install the long elevator bolt. Insert the elevator bolt through a rubber washer, then through the front panel, and then through the slotted bracket on the rail. Next we'll secure the cover to the rail using the provided knob. On the elevator bolt, install the hardware in this order. First up, the large rubber washer, then the large flat washer, lock washer, and then the knob. After that, go through and tighten the knob down. If the elevator bolt is spinning, you can have a friend press down on the bolt from the top, which should keep it from spinning. While under the bed cover, install the drain hose to the bottom of the rail, and the drain hose needs to be inserted into the drain hose closest to the center of the bed. If the hose will not slide in, feel free to cut a small relief cut in the center of it and push the hose in until the slack is removed. Make sure that the cover fits squarely between the rails and ensure that the seal along the edges does not fold up under itself. At this point, firmly push the tonneau cover forward to ensure it is all the way up against the bulkhead, and fully unfold the bed cover. Once the bed cover is fully engaged to the side rails, go through and hand tighten and secure the knob. Confirm the rear edge of the cover and seal rests on top of the tailgate. And finally, install the bed cover bumpers for when you need to fold the cover up all the way. Clean the surface and install one foam block in the center, and the two other blocks should be no closer than 40 millimeters from the outside edges. And you are all done with the install. We hope you found this video informative. If you did, please leave us a like, and for more Tundra content, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.